Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. I hope all of you are doing well. It's been quite some time that I've made a video, got busy with office work and other stuff, so didn't get time to make a video. So recently what happened, I lost my previous Galaxy watch and I was in the market searching for a good smartwatch. So Samsung had released the Galaxy Watch 3 like about a month back or so. So I thought, why not get a Galaxy Watch 3 because that's the latest and the greatest. So that watch has like 4 different models, 2 based on size and 2 based on the connectivity. So the size are like 41 and 45 mm for both Bluetooth and LTE, and 45 mm for both Bluetooth and LTE. So initially I had thought of getting the non-LTE, only the Bluetooth model, because there is quite some price difference between both. The 45 mm Bluetooth model is 32,990 before any discounts and cashback, and the LTE model 45 mm is 38,990 before any discounts and cashback. Since I didn't pre-book the watch, I wanted to see it in person before buying it. I was confused between the Mystic Silver and the Mystic Black color, so I didn't get the non-LTE. There is only the Bluetooth version. I did not get it in brick and mortar stores. The only model that was available in like Samsung Plaza as well as in third-party multi-brand showrooms was the Mystic Black LTE version. And since I wanted the watch, I mean, I had to get one. So I thought, okay, fine, I'll get that. And after discounts, the price difference was not that much because they had some Amazon Pay promo as well for cashback and stuff. So I went ahead and purchased it. And the only reason that I did not want a LTE version was that my first interaction with a LTE watch, or a watch which allows you to place phone calls directly from a mobile network, was the Galaxy Gear S, which was way back in like 2014. And that watch, well, yeah, it was pretty bulky and had the slot for a nano SIM. So you had to have a separate number and a separate mobile connection for you to actually use those watch functions, or like the phone functions in that watch. And already I have 3 connections with me right now, so I did not want the hassle of having a 4th connection just for the watch. But as luck would have it, I had to get the LTE version. But once I started setting up the watch, I was in for a like fair surprise, which is this LTE version does not, yes, it does not need you to have a separate plan or a separate number just to use the phone features on the watch. So while you set it up, it will ask you, based on the number of SIMs, whether you are using dual SIM or single SIM, which one would you like to activate for the watch. So the phone that I use is a Note 20 Ultra, and I'm using one Jio and one Airtel connection in that. So I chose the Airtel connection, and all it did was simply copied the SIM from the phone to the eSIM capabilities of the watch after contacting the Airtel servers, and that's it. Now I have the same number active in both the places, that is the phone and the watch. Now how it actually works is, when the phone is connected to the watch over Bluetooth, it does not, that is, the watch does not have the phone number active. It's only your phone which would have the number running. However, the moment the watch loses contact with the phone, maybe because of distance, that is the distance between the phone and the watch, or if you have switched up Bluetooth on the phone, that is when your watch would have an active LTE connection, which would be the same number as your the phone. Now the best part is, like, let's say if you're going out of the house for like 5 to 10 minutes just to get some groceries or stuff, you don't have to carry your phone around. You just wear your watch, you go out, you have an active phone with messages incoming, you can receive calls, you can make calls. And let's say you're going out for a run in the morning, or going out for jogging or running, you don't have to carry your phone. The watch has a 8 GB inbuilt memory, out of which 4 GB is available, so you can store a couple of songs, and you can connect your pair of earbuds and just go out. I mean, you can forget carrying your phone each and every time. When you're going out for long, yes, obviously you'll have to carry your phone, but then you can also do without your phone with these features. So without further ado, let's go in and check how it actually works. So friends, this is the Galaxy Watch 3. As you can see, the mystic black color. This is the box in which the watch came, and I mean, it's like a pretty simple box. When opened, you would have the watch over here, and inside this you would have a simple adapter. And unfortunately, I mean, this is really bad from Samsung. They did not include a charging adapter, so you'll have to use your own or connect it to a USB port of, let's say, a laptop or a desktop. So for that reason, I got the dual charger fast charging duo from Samsung, because what happens, I mean, this is good, but this connects via the watch via magnet. I'll show it to you how it does. So it simply connects to this like a magnet, but the problem is it has chances it will get displaced. So I've just kept it aside. Now coming back to the features of the watch, this is where it gets interesting. So as you can see right now, if I use the drop down, it will say connected using Bluetooth. I hope you can see that. And when I go to the phone and let's say I open Galaxy Wearable, it will show you that it's connected using Bluetooth. Now the interesting part is when okay, so there's a new update that popped up just now. So if you see mobile plans, this is where it gets interesting, because once you go, you will see your mobile plan. I have activated the Airtel mobile plan. So the same SIM that is here in this phone is here in this watch. So I'll show you that information as well. So if you see, I mean, it shows that the same number is active in both the watch as well as the phone. Now let's show you how it works. So what I'll do, I'll simply go ahead and I will disconnect Bluetooth. So once Bluetooth has been switched off, the watch would show it's on standalone mode. So let's give it some time. It takes about a few minutes for it to switch over. See, it has switched over to Airtel now. So it is showing Airtel and it is showing 4G. Excuse me, it went off. Yeah, so see, it is showing Airtel, it's showing 4G, and it's showing the signal bars. So now it's connected to VoLTE network of Airtel. So let's see how a call looks when you receive an incoming call. See? You disconnect it from here, it will disconnect from there as well. So it works beautifully. So if you are looking to buy the Galaxy Watch 3, I would say go out and spend the extra money on the LTE version. It's literally worth it. Just imagine having the same number on this as well as on this, and it's just simply not having to carry the phone each and every time you go out, maybe for 5-10 minutes or half an hour. The watch is like pretty light. You wear it, go out, you have the same number active, and you can make calls, receive calls, send texts, receive texts, and all basic activities would be covered. You would have working internet connectivity as well. So any notifications like email or stuff that you might receive, they would also come in, provided you have like set up your applications to do that. Other than that, I mean, the rest of the review videos would have given you a fair idea of how the overall watch is. So I'll just give you my opinion. Overall, the watch is good. I mean, it's pretty slim, it's not thick, it's big, and it looks, I find it looks pretty well on my wrist. So overall, I'm happy with the watch. But then if you're a serious health aficionado who wants to track all your fitness and stuff, this watch might not be for you, because I've found that it skips several steps several times. Like, let's say if I go ahead and let's say I go to workouts, and the other day I was doing arm curls, so it used to skip detecting the reps sometimes, so that becomes a bit irritating. But other than that, I mean, yeah, if you're not too serious, you can get that done. And as you might know, that the watch has features for blood pressure monitoring as well as ECG. Now unfortunately, Samsung is only releasing this in places wherein this has been certified, and India is not one of the places where it's certified. So if you buy the watch from a store in India like I did, I mean, by default you will not have this app. If you guys want me to post the steps of how to get these apps on a watch 3, please comment on the video. I would be more than happy to go ahead and share the steps. I mean, they're very basic steps. You don't even need a computer, all you need is your phone and your watch. That's it. That would help you set things up. And yes, they do work. They 100% work. I have tested it and it works 100%. I'll show you the records from the phone. You can measure from the watch, but the records, you'd have a Samsung Health Monitor new app. So as you can see, these are my some of the sample recordings that I've taken over a period of time, and they do work. The ECG also shows you the graph and everything. So yeah, overall I have found the watch to be worth the price. I mean, if you're looking for a new watch, go ahead and get the LT version. You would really appreciate the extra features that you get for the extra money. With that being said, friends, if you have liked the video, if you found it to be useful, then please like the video and subscribe to my channel, so that it would give me the notification to make more videos like this in future. Thank you all, and stay safe guys. Goodbye.